G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. So at the moment we're doing pretty well for eggs really, as you can see. So I got 2 complete dozen there. We're going to try and have a sun-dried tomato quiche tonight to use some of them. But I really am at the stage where I've got so many I can't store them all in the fridge really. So what we're going to do is try an old method that I've found online several times, where you use hydrated lime and tap water. So what we're going to do is, I've had a look until I've found a small recipe for this. Everybody else was doing it in huge amounts. Well, I don't have that many chickens, I'm afraid. So if I could store it in just a dozen or so, I'd be happy. So I'm going to use that kefir pot because it's got a lid. And the recipe I'm using is it's actually 28 grams of hydrated lime per cup of water. So let's mix that up and see how we go. Now that's not the lime that you use in the garden. This is a building product. I got it from one of the big name hardware stores over here. So just make sure you get hydrated lime. You can see it's ideal for mixing with cement and sand. And also for storing eggs. So we're going to pop him in. Well, let's measure it 28 grams. And we'll see what that looks like. So 29 I figure is close enough. There's our 29 grams of hydrated lime. We're going to pour that into the pot. Well, that's everything mixed up, and I've popped the eggs in to make a point. There's not enough liquid. You've got to make sure those eggs are completely covered. So I'm going to do another cup. I was going to use filtered water, but I used tap water. And the reason I did that was I can't see any reason to use filtered water, but tap water has chlorine in it, which should help kill any spare bacteria that might be floating around. So that was my logic. We'll see whether that's true. Let's mix up that second cup. So the lime has a tendency to settle. I don't think that's an issue. I guess we'll find out in due course, but the eggs are certainly covered, so I'm going to put the lid on and we'll start and store it, and every day I'll add an egg or 3, and then we'll start and see how this little undertaking goes. Certainly interesting to see how that's settled. It starts to settle fairly quickly. This is probably a couple of hours after I initially did it. You can see it's well and truly settled, so I'll give that an agitate. With a spoon, I think, just to mix it back up. I'll probably do that twice a day for a while and see if I can get any idea whether or not it's meant to settle out that way. I imagine so. Let's not panic too much, eh? So the initial process, I started on the 23rd of January. Over the next couple of days I just kept adding eggs and more liquid and hydrated lime. Every so often it dehydrates to the stage, and it's almost there again where this top egg pokes out. So I just add a little bit more water. I figure the lime's probably not dehydrating, so I'm not adding more lime. There's no smell, so I'm presuming it's doing its work. It's been in there for almost a month. I'm going to leave it a little while longer before I test it, so I'll probably post this video now. Just so you can see the random insanity that sort of flits in and out through my little brain, and you can look forward to a follow-up where I'll crack one of these, have a careful look, and if I suspect it's not going to kill me, I'll probably eat one. So there'll be a clip you can keep an eye out for, folks. Anyway, you have a good one, eh? See ya.